What if the only approval you ever needed was your own? What if your worth wasn't up for negotiation, ever? Every day, people scroll, post, perform, chasing invisible nods from strangers. A like, a comment, "You're doing great." But the Stoics didn't play that game. They built their identity on something far more stable: inner integrity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." That's the trap. Craving validation is a subtle slavery. It keeps your self-image on life support, fed by what others think you should be. So let's flip the script. Let's learn to become so rooted in who you are that no praise inflates you and no criticism deflates you. That is Stoic confidence. Validation isn't just addictive, it's exhausting. It makes you second-guess your intuition, dilutes your decision-making, and worst of all, it makes your actions reactive instead of intentional. The Stoic approach is different. Epictetus said, "If someone speaks badly of you, live in such a way that no one believes it." You don't need to fight rumors. You don't need to defend your name in every room. The truth is like a lion. Set it free and it will defend itself. The moment you stop needing applause, you start commanding respect. You become a presence, a person of substance, not because you shouted louder, but because you stood firmer. But how do you build that kind of presence? Start with what the Stoics practice daily: alignment. Your values, your words, your actions, all in sync. Confidence is not loud, it's quiet certainty. You don't need to announce who you are when your behavior proves it. This inner alignment creates a calm strength that others feel. You walk into a room and you don't shrink or inflate, you just are, rooted, centered. By the way, if you're the kind of person who values substance over show, growth over approval, subscribe and hit the bell. That's what this space is for. Let's talk triggers. When you crave validation, every comment, every look, every silence can become a test. Why didn't they respond? Why didn't they praise me? These questions pull you out of your center. But the Stoics taught us to question our own reactions first. Is this in my control? If not, let it go. If yes, act with principle, not performance. You are not a puppet pulled by emotional strings. You are a mind trained to observe, to choose, to move with clarity. Releasing the need for validation doesn't mean you become indifferent. It means you care more deeply about the right things. You replace superficial approval with deep alignment. You trade popularity for peace. You exchange the craving for applause with a quiet pride in doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. That's when your confidence becomes unshakable, because it no longer depends on the unstable opinions of others. You become untouchable, not because you're invulnerable, but because you've chosen where to place your value. So here's the question to sit with. Would you still do what you do if no one ever clapped? Would you still show up, improve, strive if the spotlight never found you? Because that's the true measure. The Stoics didn't build statues for followers. They built legacies through disciplined action, silent strength, and unwavering purpose. Let the world speak. Let the crowd cheer, or stay silent. It doesn't matter. You're not here for the applause. You're here for the principle. That's real confidence. That's Stoic.